Bro, dude, chill out.
Full split right now.
Dude.
Split quarantine? Put your whole mouse in. Or snap.
Okay, tell me your athletic background. I just want to know what.
So growing up, I was always in a little bit of youth athletics. I started off with soccer, t-ball, got into machine pitch baseball. Turns out I'm pretty bad at baseball. So along with that, my soccer coach saying, hey, he's getting a little bigger, he's getting a little too aggressive, maybe you should do some football. So I jumped into a tackle football. And that was about the time my stepdad came into the family, and he was a big hockey player. So I started getting into ice hockey as well. So from 4th grade, I was a hockey player and a football player. And I stopped hockey in 8th grade just because I was a little bit burnt out on it. I wasn't able to do the travel team that I wanted to do because money was tight. And hockey's not a sport that caters to people in some financial struggle. So I just played football in high school, wasn't super passionate about it. Of course, weight room was involved, was not about it. Got some nagging injuries per se, and I just didn't want to do it, didn't force myself. But didn't do any sports for since 2011 till about 2016.
Wow,
so it was a 5-year layoff. I went from 200 pounds to 160 pounds in college. And then bulked back up to 220. That's whenever I started lifting weights.
Dang, dude. I definitely have seen some of those pictures. You're tall, but you're pretty lean.
Yeah, I was scary skinny at a point where it was just college. So
you're eating a lot of ramen.
You're either eating a lot of food or you're not eating food at all, and just drinking alcohol is a little bit more black.
Okay, I definitely saw some of your stuff about hockey. Did you just happen to get into hockey, or did you watch hockey and you were really...
Oh, yeah, I watched hockey. Born and raised in Dallas, Texas, so the Dallas Stars were a big deal since I can remember. They started popping off in 96.
The Stars take the ice on Fox 4 Texas and Channel 27.
I was 3 at the time, so I don't really recall that, but definitely the Stanley Cup run. My mom was obsessed with it, got really into it then. My stepdad was a Red Wings fan, so that just completely kicked it into overdrive because now I was like, oh shit, I can root for the Red Wings, the best team in the NHL, let's go. So that really kick-started it, and I really did love hockey quite a bit. And
I thought you were from Philly or Michigan, or I definitely thought you were from... I think it's because you wore... when I was scrolling back, I saw pictures of you wearing Red Wings gear, so I figured that you were from that area.
Man. Born and raised here.
You said you grew up watching sports. Is there any sport you wish you had tried, or you really were interested in, you just either didn't have the resources or you couldn't?
It's a good question. Probably actual wrestling.
Okay.
I tried it in 9th grade. I didn't know what I was doing, but I feel like if I kind of paid a little bit more attention and tried a bit harder, I think I'd really like that. Always been really into combat sports as well. I think that's just because I was an angry kid growing up. Wrestling would probably be the answer there.
I know a lot of wrestlers, and those dudes are strong, man.
These Greco-Roman motherfuckers. It's you fucking say one bad thing to them at the bar, and all of a sudden you just get hip tossed.
Okay, so what's the top 5 gnarliest hockey fights or hits you've seen, and who's the greatest hockey player of all time?
Oh shit! Okay, top 5 hockey fights. I can't really put it in particular order. I'll probably go Jamie Benn, Joe Thornton. I think this was 2012 or so. I could be totally wrong on that, but most epic dance ever. You see them, they're kind of poking at each other, and you see the interaction go off. Hey, you want to go, bud? And then fucking the helmets fly off. You see Jamie Benn kick back his hair, and then they just start going at it. It's pretty brutal there. I would say pretty much any fight that Zdeno Chara has been in.
Okay.
He's a very tall defenseman on the Bruins, so we'll say that's 3 fights right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough watching him, beat the shit out of somebody. And I think my number 1 hockey fight of all time will be the Blood Game of 97.
Okay.
The Red Wings versus Colorado, where the whole bench, both benches fought each other.
Dude.
There's just a lot of fucking Red Wings players beating the shit out of some Colorado players, and rightfully so. It's kind of like a revenge.
Yeah.
One of the Red Wings guys had to get like facial reconstruction surgery. So
man.
due to a hit from a Colorado guy, so this was the retaliation night, and there was like a goalie fight and shit. So it was pretty cool.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
I'll have to put a video.
Patrick Waugh got duffed. Yeah, if you
Dude,
want to see Patrick
I'll have to
Waugh
put a
get
video of
knocked
that.
out,
That sounds gnarly.
Mike Vernon, check that out.
Okay, who's the greatest hockey player of all
Oh,
time?
yeah. Greatest hockey player of all time. I mean, the typical answer is Gretzky. I personally feel like it's kind of a toss between him and Lemieux.
Okay.
Maybe Bobby Orr.
Okay.
But one of those three guys in there. Lemieux just didn't have it. Lemieux fucking got cancer and came back and still won the points
way,
race.
okay.
So, like,
Yeah.
I think that really puts him in the conversation.
Okay. Okay. Nameless wrestler and what the move is called. Okay, the wrestler puts their opponent, seats them in the corner, grabs a chair, climbs to the top rope across the ring. He leaps and drop kicks the chair into the opponent's face.
Dude, RVD, man. Van Daminator. That's the Van Terminator, right?
Yeah, that's the Van Terminator.
Whenever he jumps from coast to coast. Yeah, man. RVD's my favorite wrestler ever.
Okay.
As a kid, was mesmerized by him.
Oh, I got you something.
Yeah? Fuck you.
No, I got you this hat.
Oh.
It might look weird on your head. It looked kind of weird on my head. There you go, dude.
Yeah, it looked tough.
Yeah, I went to the
50
thrift
pounds
store
total.
and I just,
Appreciate it, man.
yeah, dude.
It's sick.
All right.
I'm stunned on these fucking cowards.
What are your top 3 most influential things from your childhood, like pop culture?
Pop culture, fuck. Okay, top 3. In no particular order. Flavor of Love.
She had no right to give us a lie detector test.
Come on, dude. It started it all. Definitely pro wrestling as well.
Okay.
I think that shaped. I mean, pro wrestling is real life.
Yeah.
Everybody jacks from pro wrestling. Last thing, probably like Nintendo 64 game. I still find myself booting that up if I had a really bad day. Run through some Mario 64.
Yeah.
Still know like the back of my hand, so probably say those are the 3 things.
Yeah.
I'm Funky Kong. You're fucking Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong's pretty sweet. Cranky Kong
Underrated.
is like...
Cranky Kong underrated. Cranky Kong's definitely into multiplayer.
Dude. No, I have to get somebody to Photoshop Cranky Kong squatting. Like,
Squatting a grand like 2 feet high.
Okay.
Lights, baby.
Last thing. Can you give me some hair loss tips?
Yeah, man. So my hair went pretty early. I had a pretty stressful upbringing. So I had like really long hair at one point, and it looked really bad up here. So I just shaved it one day, and I realized like, yeah, we're kind of past the point of no return. So after kind of buzzing it down, just hit it with a razor. And some of us are meant to be Shawn Michaels, some of us are meant to be Stone Cold, baby. And it looks like I was meant to be Stone Cold. But yeah, man, if it's going, it's going, dude. Everybody who hasn't just shaved their fucking head is hanging on to something that's dying, bro. Cut it off, man. Reinvent yourself.
All right, dude, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, word, hell yeah.